You know that feeling when someone asks, "How was your day?" and your mind just goes completely blank? It's such a simple question, right? But answering it in English can feel like a real challenge. Well, today, we're going to fix that. We are going to break down how to talk about your entire day from morning till night using really simple, natural phrases.
Ah, there it is, that little question. It can feel like a pop quiz you didn't study for, can't it? But seriously, don't worry. In the next few minutes, we're going to give you all the tools you need to answer this with, actual confidence. So let's dive right in.
So here's the goal. We're building you a personal toolkit of phrases. The best part is, you can just pick and choose the ones that fit your life. It's all about making those little, everyday chats feel a whole lot easier.
So here's our game plan. First, we'll tackle the morning. Then we'll get into the main part of the day, the daily grind. After that, we're going to do something kind of cool and take a quick look at routines from all over the world. Then we'll cover how you wind down in the evening, and finally, we'll get you ready to talk.
Okay, first things first. Let's start right at the beginning, the morning. If you can nail this part, the rest of the story just flows. So let's get into some of these super simple, essential phrases.
You can think of your morning in, 4 basic steps. It's super simple. First, I wake up. Then, I get out of bed. Next up, I have breakfast. And finally, I get ready for work or for school. And just like that, you've got the perfect, simple start to your day's story. And here's how this actually works in a real conversation. Someone asks, "What time do you usually wake up?" And a perfect, natural answer is, "I usually wake up at 7 a.m. Here's a little tip. See how the answer kind of mirrors the question? It uses a lot of the same words. That little trick makes you sound really smooth and natural.
But of course, your morning is more than just 4 steps, right? You can add some color. Maybe you brush my teeth or take a shower. And for a lot of us, the most important one, I have a cup of coffee. You could also throw in, I check my emails right before I leave for work around 8:30. These are just little building blocks you can use to tell your story.
All right, morning's covered. Now let's move into the main event of the day. This is what some people call the daily grind, which is just a really casual, common way to talk about your job or your studies. So what if someone asks, "What do you do in the afternoon?" Well, you've got 2 great, really easy answers right here. If you've got a typical job, you can just say, "I work from 9 to 5. Or if you're a student, maybe it's, "I have classes until 3 p.m. See? Super clear, super easy.
And if you want to add a bit more flavor to your story, you could mention things like, I have lunch at noon, or maybe I usually have a meeting. Everybody can relate to this one. I take a short break. And then to wrap up the workday, you can say, I finish work at 5 p.m. and then I head home.
Okay, now for something I think is just fascinating. What we think of as a normal day can look totally, completely different depending on where you are in the world. Let's just take a quick peek at some examples. Okay, just look at this. It's so cool. In the US, a typical morning might be a quick breakfast and then a long drive to work. But in Japan, you might start the day with miso soup and rice, and the day might not end until really late. Then you've got the UK, where popping over to the pub in the evening is common. And in Malaysia, imagine gathering at these amazing outdoor food stalls for dinner. It's just a great reminder of how different and interesting our daily lives can be.
All right, that was a fun little trip around the world. Let's bring it back home and talk about the final part of our day, the evening. This is when we wind down, which is just a really nice way to say we relax and get ready to sleep.
Okay, another classic question and answer. What do you do in the evening? A fantastic, simple response is, I usually cook dinner and relax. Now that word usually is your best friend here. It tells the other person what you do on a normal night, so you don't have to list every single thing you might do. It's so useful.
Of course, if you want to get more specific, you can. You could say something like, I make dinner, and then maybe I'll watch a movie or read a book. And then to really finish the story of your day, you can say, I get ready for bed and I go to sleep around 11 p.m. That paints a perfect picture of a nice, calm evening. And there we have it. We have gone through an entire day. Now for what is absolutely the most important part. Let's review the key phrases, the ones you can just grab and start using right away. This is your core toolkit. Honestly, if you only remember 5 things from today, make it these 5. Think of them like fill in the blanks for your day. I usually wake up at, I work from, to, I have lunch around, in the evening I like to, and I go to sleep at. With just these 5, you can tell the whole story of your day. It's that easy.
And that brings us to you.
Because, learning these phrases is one thing, but actually using them, that's where the magic happens. So I have a question for you. Which one of these phrases are you going to try and use tomorrow?
I'm serious. Don't wait. The absolute fastest way to feel comfortable is to just start. Pick one phrase and try it out today. Even if you're just practicing in the mirror, it makes a huge difference. Every time you say it out loud, you're going to feel a little more confident. You can totally do this.
Hey, if this helped you feel even a little bit more ready for that how was your day question, do me a quick favor and hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps us keep making more free lessons like this for everybody. And we want to give a huge thank you to Rochford's Education for making this explainer possible. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today, and I cannot wait to see you in the next one.